Hey everyone, hope all is well. So, here's something a little interesting that has come to my attention. I basically had not even considered this until I start to realize that wow, looks to me as if some people might be getting free Beyonce and Taylor Swift tickets. Calm down, may not be what you think. So, here's what I'm referring to. People are stressed out, okay? People are stressed out. Told to work hard, go to school, get the degree. I've already told you a degree is no guarantee, and we are seeing that now. So you see a lot of people at concerts. They're excited. Heck, I went to see the Renaissance tour. I was totally excited. I mean, no joke, acting crazy, singing and dancing, all that. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, come on, I love Beyonce. And you look around, it's like, wow, from Beyonce, Renaissance tour, Taylor Swift, the concerts are selling out. A lot of young people. And they say the economy is bad. And so, just talking with different people and listening, and a few people that have gone to the concerts, a lot of people, I've heard a few people say, and again, not a lot, so I don't have any statistical data, but let's do the math. Let's just use common sense here. A lot of people that are going to the concerts, some of the same people, doesn't mean that they're doing so great financially. It means that, man, people are going through so much, they're so depressed, and they need a moment of happiness, euphoria. They need something. Because right now, life is hard. They drank the Kool-Aid. The American dream, that's all it is for many. It is a dream, and now they're living in the nightmare to realize that, guess what, it's not real. You can work hard. You can get the degree. It is no guarantee. I have a segment on the Simply Said 2 channel, Simply Said with the number 2, called Working Hard Only to Starve. But if you work hard, what people are doing that, the math ain't math and it's not working out. So a lot of people, they're actually living on credit cards. I mean, they're charging food. I just saw a video on TikTok. A lady, they've been charging their groceries on food, and that's how they've been able to kind of get things going. Now, guess what? The credit cards are maxed out. They declined at the store. They're maxed out. So now, it's not like, well, let's go ahead and go back to cash. No, they're going to a food bank. Maybe twice out of a week? Twice out of the month, I think. So they replace charging the groceries with now going to the food bank. There's no catch-up plan. Guess what? A lot of people at the concert, they're happy, excited. Some of them are going to the concerts on credit. Newsflash. And they're all excited because they need something to cheer them up, okay? Because what they've been promised is not realistic. So they're going to the concerts on credit. Because guess what? They've already been using the credit cards to pay for food, cash advances, to pay the uptick in the rent, to pay for the movers. And the card is near maxed out. And guess what? They already know they're not going to be able to pay no way. So whatever is available, guess what? They're going to do something fun. They're going to go to the Beyonce concert, Taylor Swift concert. So in essence, they may be charging the concert, but guess what? That bill is not going to get paid. So they figure, hey, may as well have a good time anyway. They know it's not going to get paid. They're at the end. We're not even talking about minimum payment. Why? I don't know, because I guess if it's between the minimum payment, you're trying to secure a place to live, you definitely kind of need food, sustenance, gets you energy. I don't know anyone who can go without food. So in essence, things are not always as they seem. Some people that are charging these concerts, going to concerts on credit, that bill is not going to be paid. It's just not. So in essence, they're getting a free concert. Yeah. People are living on credit. Living on it. And things can get tough and so down, it's like you're grasping at something positive. I got to get something going. I need something. You know what? This is right. This is what I love. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going. Some people are going to these concerts on credit. They're charging them, and newsflash, they're not. That bill is not going to be paid, and they know that. And with them, that's okay. That's going to bring them a little happiness. So the only thing that happened besides going to the concert for free, you probably heard about the credit card debt is up to, I believe, I believe I heard 1.03 trillion in credit. All of that is not going to be paid. Bankruptcies are going to be stacking up because people are living off credit. Everything is not as it seems. It's not. Everything is not as it seems. And I think we're at a tipping point because it's not working. People have done what what they've been told to do, and if you work hard, you're going to get this, you're going to get that, and they're working hard, and guess what? Only to starve. Charging up the food and also the groove. So yeah, so some people a it's going to be a free concert because that credit card bill is not going to get paid, and they don't feel bad about it. People charging necessities. And when you have a country where you have a lot of young people, I mean, this is ridiculous. How can you have two incomes and people are going to the food banks? When you have people, when you're having to charge, not because you left your card at home, or you know what, hey, I'm going to move some monies around. I'll use my credit card today to charge food, and then I'll just pay the bill in full, or, when I get home, go online and pay it, so you don't have interest on it. When you get to a point where you're having to charge food and use your credit card to charge food, that's really serious. Because in most cases, that means that there's no cash available. The food is high enough, then they add the interest rate on it. But that's what some people are doing. Oh, charging gas. Living on credit. And while they're living on credit, I don't think anybody asked for this. I see all the money. I believe Biden asked for $40 billion from Congress. My memory serves me right. 24 billion to the Ukraine, 4 billion to Hawaii. Then some money there to house the immigrants. What about the American? Does anybody care about the American? And people say, "Oh, they shouldn't do that." Matter of opinion. Some people are barely hanging on mentally, and this is their escape. Barely hanging on mentally. So yeah, they're gonna charge that concert. And when the concert is all said and done, they'll have that memory, and that's about it. And when the concert is all said and done, back to life in the painful reality. And when you're having to charge food, you're going to work, you really can't afford your rent. You get a 4% raise, but the cost of living, your rent has gone up 12%. Misery sets in. So yeah, so everything is not as it seems. You may see people all happy and all that. That's for the moment and good for them. It's not all as it seems. Well, they're doing fine. Some people are sitting up here, got a 2-bedroom and there's 4 roommates. Grown people sharing a room. I kid you not. 2 to a room. Just to survive. Some have 2-bedroom, there's 3 standing there. Somebody paying the least amount, got the couch. So everything is not the same. Look at these concerts selling out. You think, wow, the economy is okay. No, people need an escape today. People are living off credit, and some of them are going to have a free concert. Because they know that, hey, after this right here, this is pretty much it. So go back to the basics. Go back to the boring struggle. What can happen? Turn it over to a credit collections agency? Bank get sued. Get sued for what? The Americans a lot of them have already exhausted their savings. Oh, they're gonna get sued? Well, yeah, good luck. You might you may not even find them at the same place. The address may have changed because they could not afford to stay. But yeah, people living on credit. People going to concerts on credit. So charging up the food, getting cash advances. I remember really quick telling a person that was going through it, had just lost a job, and they used all their money to pay off the credit. This was years ago. Used all their money to pay off the credit, and then they're like, okay, I am debt free, paid all the credit cards down, yay. Then the person basically didn't have any money, but had paid off all the credit cards down. Man, look up, what do you think happened? The job ended and only had that 2 weeks paycheck. So I think the time at let's say the person had maybe $20,000 or $30,000 in available credit on the credit cards. Okay, job let go, $20,000 or $30,000 on the credit card, and the idea was to become debt free, then start saving. Never put all your money on the credit or on the bank. You got to hold some money for yourself. Anything could happen. At that time, we told the person, and someone else, I said, well, what I would do if I were you, I said, since you put all the money there, there's no savings, and you just got laid off, and unemployment pays are reduced to amount compared to what you're making. If I were you, I would go ahead and get me a cash advance. And you need to go to the bank and get you a cash advance. I'm not saying to max it all out, but you should go ahead and get you a cash advance. If you got $30,000, if I were you, I'm because you're scared, you're panicking. You are scared and you are panicking, and you have a child. I said I would go to the bank. I know you just paid the card off, and you've been sending out resumes. Nothing yet, because sometimes you know how word gets out. It's going to be a layoff, and you start looking ahead of time. So I said, if I were you, I would go to the bank and get me a cash advance, maybe $10,000, $15,000. I would get a cash advance is what I would do. Go ahead and get it now. So then, because you have no savings, no backup. So then, in case you don't find you another job in time, you will then have that. And I said, plus, if you're going to make that move, you got to make that move quick. I said, because let me tell you, the bank's not playing. As they say, these have a saying, oh man, you're on it. Well, they be on it. When they see that big cash advance, don't be surprised if the other cards see it and they may all of a sudden freeze the account. Or what they may do is cut down your limit just like that. Oh yes, cut down your limit. They're pulling out this kind of money. I mean seriously, you might think they won't. Think again. The next card you may try to use. They pull that kind of money. Cut down your money just like that. I've heard of banks who say, hey, a person said when it comes to banking, there was a report and they said when the bank sees people are charging groceries, they know it's a sign of trouble. So sometimes they'll cut down the available credit. I told a person, I said, if I were you, I would go ahead. If you have no money, no savings, you paid off all your bills, and then a job is laid off. If I were you right now, I would go ahead and get me a cash advance to sustain myself. And then you may just have to pay just the minimum. Just the minimum is what you may have to do. That way you can have money to survive. But if I were you, I would really consider moving kind of quick. And a person's like, well, no, I just paid that debt down. I just paid it down, and I don't want to do all that. Well, I'm just telling you, because you don't gave the bank all your money. I'm saying, well, again, I would just pull that money out so you will have something in your pockets, okay, to kind of get you to the next job. Fast forward, there was no next job, and the next thing you know, the person was saying, hey, you know what? I don't have the rent, and they put a notice on the door. It doesn't take long to get that notice on the door. Yeah, notice on the door. But hey, so this, nothing new. I understand food, people charging in gas, can put out cash advances, nothing new. But now, wow, people are charging concerts. That's going to be a free concert because their concert bill is not going to get paid. So stressed out. So, hey, they figure I need to do something to enjoy my life because right now things are bad. Because you see people, and I feel for them, you see people who are excited and seem happy. Oh, they're going. I just did a video on Patreon. A lady I knew, I thought we were cool. Ever since I said I'm going to the Beyonce concert, we have not spoken. She's totally turned. Because I went to the Renaissance tour. So you're mad because I went. Did you pay for the ticket, the parking? Did you pay for the ticket? Did you pay for any of the tickets, the parking? Did you pay for the gasoline? Did you pay for the t-shirts? Did you? We were real cool. Hey, every time we see each other, hey, how you doing in passing? And I said, I'm going to see Beyonce, the Renaissance. And I understand maybe people have kids at home and got to take care of or grandkids. I get it, but why are you mad at me? Because times are hard and challenging. And so for some people, it's not all as it seems. They're going to go to these concerts because they're using their credit cards anyway. They know they can't pay. And they figure, hey, I'm going to do something fun because life is hard. Anyway, so you see why these concerts are selling out. That may be indicative that, hey, guess what? The concerts are selling out. Things are really and truly going great. Things are going great, man. It's not as hard as it seems. Oh, yeah, it is. But people are doing whatever they can to make themselves happy. And if you're already stressed out financially, you don't see any light at the end of the tunnel, you see a chance to have a moment of happiness, guess what? They're going to take it. So that's why I say. So basically, I guess they got a free concert to see Taylor Swift, Beyonce, or whomever the artist is. Why? Because the concerts are paid on credit. And that bill will not be paid. Let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter. Simply Said, number 6. And the backup channel again. Check out the new series that I have called Working Hard Only to Starve. This is not sustainable. Again, that's on Simply Said, number 2. I'm out.